Before I go on to bring up Fedor and Dan, I'd like to say, when you think about this fight card and the stacked opponents that we have here in front of you, it's arguably the best fight card, I think, in the history of Strikeforce, from top to bottom. So we're proud to host that, as well as when you look at Dan Henderson and Fedor Emelianenko, to me, you think about not just pound for pound in the current, the current rankings, but also, I think, of all time. I think one of the reporters actually told me that a couple weeks ago. He said these two fighters are ranked pound for pound in the history of all-time rankings, and they're legends in the sport. And we look forward to having them fight on Saturday night.
No, I mean, you always set goals for the future and hope to achieve them. And if when you set those goals, if you don't think you're going to achieve them, there's no, you probably won't. So no, I've always kept going, even through losses, or you just always learn from those and try and get better and win the next fight.
Я отношусь к этому как к спорту, поэтому всегда выступая, я говорю, что надо быть готовым не только к победам, но и к поражениям. Вот. И слава Богу, мы это пережили и двигаемся дальше. В тренировках, в принципе, все то же самое. Я тренируюсь со своей командой, со своими ребятами, которые у меня в команде молодежи, и со своими тренерами.
Well, I've always approached this as a sport, and as a sport, I always knew that any of my fights I could win or lose, and luckily, with God's help, I was very successful. With the last two fights, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, but that's okay. Life goes on, and I've been training with the same team and training hard, and look forward to being on the side of victory.
I got no plans for the future after this fight. I just want to make sure I'm focused on this fight only, and then we'll see what happens from there. I'm just honored. I'm a big fan of his as well, so I'm honored to be in there and fighting with him, and it should be a true war for the fans to enjoy.
Ну, основная нагрузка прошла уже давно. И, конечно, было тяжело и радостно, с одной стороны. То есть радость ожидания, что вот-вот случится пополнение в нашей стране, в нашей семье. Вот. Ну, ничего. Вернемся. Наверстаем упущенное время. Я буду рядом со своей семьей.
Well, most of the difficult training had happened a while ago, so it wasn't that difficult for that. But certainly, it was both tough and happy to leave during that period of time. But again, happy because there was another member of our family, a new member of our family, and the addition was definitely something that's very wonderful. But it's okay. I'll return, and my family will all be together soon, and we'll all be celebrating soon.